Do, 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 do. Mini mangaka is already here. Hello mini mangaka जी. मेरा स्ट्रीम शायद थोड़ा सा डिले पहुंचेगा. So just hang in there. Hello Vindyash. Vindyash is also here. I don't know, ये आप लोगों को मेरा स्ट्रीम दिख नहीं रहा है क्या? ओके, अब शुरू हुआ है. हेलो मिनी मंगाका एंड हेलो विंध्याश. मैं हमेशा कंफ्यूज हो जाता हूँ. ये यू नो सेटिंग इतनी आई डोंट नो मेरे लिए बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है. आई होप एवरीथिंग इज गोइंग वेल फॉर यू टू. प्लीज स्ट्रीम में आए हो तो लाइक कर दो. एंड हाँ, मेरा ऑडियो वगैरह सब ठीक है ना? एज यूजुअल 7:02 हो रखे हैं. विल वेट टिल 7:10 एंड स्टार्ट द गेट डाउन टू बिजनेस. टू डू टू डू टू डू टू डू टू डू. आज I think we will be able to finish the what to say, the pencils most probably. मैंने मांगा का सर, क्या आप स्पाइडरमैन इंडिया के कॉमिक बुक पेजेस दिखा दो. हाँ, समझ नहीं आया भाई. मुक्ता एंड हेलो मुक्ता. Thank you. I think you're joining me live for the first time, right? So thank you for being here. We are still waiting for others to join, so please be patient. We start at 7:10. We get down to business. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions or सर आप मेरे DMs का रिप्लाई क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो? कब DM किया भाई आपने? आपके DM सिर्फ हेलो है. मैं क्या आई डोंट नो क्या रिप्लाई करूं उसका. मिनी मांगा का सर, क्या आप स्पाइडरमैन इंडिया के कॉमिक बुक पेजेस दिखा सकते हो? एक्चुअली वो पेजेस मेरे पास है नहीं अभी. वो सारे मैंने अपने एजेंट को दे दिए हैं जो मेरा आर्टवर्क बेचता है, ओरिजिनल आर्टवर्क. तो मेरे पास फ़िलहाल तो नहीं है. बाकी अगर पेजेस देखने हैं तो यू कैन गो टू माई इंस्टाग्राम. वहाँ पर मैंने कुछ पेजेस अपलोड कर रखे हैं, वहाँ पे यू कैन चेक. क्वांटम वर्स इज हियर. सॉरी थोड़ा लेट हो गया. नो प्रॉब्लम डूड. वी start at 7:10, so you're 5 minutes early actually. Quantumverse, your name is Mehul, right? If I'm not wrong. I sometimes forget, so just making sure. Oh, by the way, 6 लोग हैं लाइव स्ट्रीम पे, प्लीज लाइक द वीडियो. मैं कुछ एक्सक्लूसिव दिखाता हूँ, by the way. Something that I haven't uploaded, even the publishers haven't uploaded. Can you see this? This is a cover page I finished yesterday. This is for Alpha Comics. मिनी मांगा का सर, क्या आप हर एक पेजेस? नहीं, मैं ट्रेडिशनल इंकिंग नहीं करता हर एक पेज के लिए. मैं काफ़ी सारे पेजेस डिजिटली भी बनाता हूँ. स्टाफ, हे स्टाफ, हेलो. लास्ट सैटरडे भी मैं आया था लाइव जब किया था आपने. इफ़ यू फॉरगॉट माय नेम इज मेहुल. यस, मेहुल, आई रिमेंबर यू डूड. हिसोका, हेलो हिसोका. Thank you for joining the live stream. I think this is the first time you're joining, so welcome. सर प्लीज़ नेक्स्ट लाइव स्ट्रीम ट्रेडिशनल लिंकिंग प्लीज़. मिनी मांगाका जी, जब ये सीरीज़ ख़त्म हो जाएगी जो मैं पेज कर रहा हूँ अभी, जब ये पेज मैं कंप्लीट हो कर ख़त्म कर दूंगा लाइव स्ट्रीम्स में, देन उसके बाद मैं ट्रेडिशनल लिंकिंग शुरू करने वाला हूँ. तब आप देखिएगा कैसे करते हैं ट्रेडिशनल लिंकिंग. There are 8 people watching, so I'm sorry I'm reminding you all again and again, but please, can you please like the stream? That helps with the reach. मिनी मांगा का आपका नाम क्या है वैसे? How to create a superhero which feels unique and fresh. Honestly, dude, it is very, very, very tough to create a superhero or any character for that matter these days, you know, which is very unique and fresh. But that being said, I think you should think about flipping the concept, right? And flipping the stereotypes. Take what is already there and then flip it. Sometimes that comes across as fresh and interesting. For example, take Homelander, the creator, I think Warren Ellis, or I'm forgetting the creator's name. So, Garth Ennis or Warren Ellis, either of those two. So they took Superman and then flipped him. What if Superman was evil, right? So they took the concept of good superheroes and then they flipped it, you know. So you do it, and then I think change the setting, change the backstory and all of that. So that kind of gives a fresh feel to the characters, I think. The characters feel familiar yet fresh that way, you know. Thank you, Vindhyarshi. Hisoka, what's your new big project? Hisoka, I'm working on one of my personal projects these days. It's called Druk. It's a personal creator-owned project. Me and my writing partner Bijoy Ravindran, we are working on it, and it's a character based in Arunachal Pradesh, but also kind of a kind of coming of age story, you know, with some fantastical, mystical elements blended in, some cuisine and some martial arts, you know. Hello, Madhya ji. Thank you for joining the stream. Okay, your name is Sagnik. I'll try to remember it. Thank you. Mehul, I mean, if we talk about superheroes, there are already 17, 18,000 characters. If we talk about Marvel and DC only, yeah. That is why I said, like, it's very tough to come up with original ideas. And there is no set formula, but then if you flip the situation, mix and match a little, and, put in your own flavor, then I think that kind of makes the character or the stories a bit fresh. सर क्या आपने कोई नॉर्मल नॉन सुपर हीरो कॉमिक बुक बनाया है? ध्यान तो नहीं आ रहा यार. विंध्यास, बाय द वे भैया, स्किन ब्रेकर देखी है आपने डेविड फिंच और कर्कमैन की? हाँ जी, देखी है मैंने, काफ़ी अच्छी है. सो इट्स 7-11 ऑलरेडी. शुरू करते हैं. पेंसिल, आई मीन स्टाइलस, स्टाइलस, स्टाइलस. मुझे सा और शा बोलने में थोड़ी दिक्कत होती है. आज हम मेरा फेवरेट कैरेक्टर ड्रॉ करने वाला है. तो as always, we took a new folder, turned it into blue, and then took a new layer. Let's hide the first panel so that we have a clean canvas for Spider-Man. Kind of Harry Potter. I'm talking about your project. Okay. मदिया जी, कोई ना, ऐसे एहसान करती रहती. बस ये एहसान बनाए रखिएगा. So let's go. Spider-Man, I have drawn him a lot of times, so I don't need to think much when I'm drawing him. The pose is locked anyway, so by the way, 7 people who are watching, please like the video if you haven't already. So यहाँ पर I'm not thinking about the cleanliness of the lines, right? I'm not thinking about line weights or anything. I'll worry about that when I'm inking it. We have the face. Talking about new superheroes, I'm working on redesigning Deadpool for an assignment. Wow, that's fantastic. All the best. Deadpool is a great character, always fun. And Mehul says, so if I make pastiche characters, will it work? Okay, I don't understand the meaning of pastiche, you know. So could you explain? I want to use brush, but I don't know how to use brush and what brush I use for inking under 200 rupees. Sir, please suggest me something, and I love Spider-Man. The brush that I use is 40 rupees, dude. You just need to practice. I also feel stuck when I have to name my characters. I should read books on writing stories, actually. Hello, Vishal. Radambai, give our tour of your room. Some other day. आज तो नहीं यार. आज we are doing something else. Maybe one day I'll do a sketchbook tour और साथ में अपना studio tour भी दे दूँगा. But there is not much of a studio, by the way. No. बस कुछ किताबें हैं, मेरे tools हैं, मेरे devices हैं, and that's all. हाथ foreground में है, So that's why I'm drawing it first. Let it, let's get it out of the way. आई विश कोई होता जो मैं ड्रॉ करते हुए जो है कमेंट्स पढ़ता मेरे लिए. अनफॉर्चुनेटली मैं अकेला ही हूँ यहाँ पर, तो आई डोंट हैव एनीवन हु कुड डू दैट फॉर मी. मुझे लगता है आई हैव टू आस्क समबडी टू जॉइन मी ऑन इन माय लाइव स्ट्रीम्स एंड रीड द कमेंट्स फॉर मी, क्योंकि काफ़ी टाइम जाता है उसमें. यू नो आई हैव टू इधर मुड़ो एंड देन ऑल ऑफ दैट. Mehul is pastiche characters mean they have some kind of feel like existing characters, but their origin and villains, including setting, is totally different. Yeah, I think it should work, and it comes down to your writing skills as well, right? How well you can write and how humane you can feel make the characters feel. Yeah, I wanna ask one thing about brushes as well. How do you keep them in shape? How do I keep my brushes in shape? Make sure you are using a good quality ink, and clean them properly before and after use. And you'll find videos on YouTube about how to take care of your brushes. You need to wash them in soap water and shampoo and all of that. You know, you need to basically, it's the brushes, especially if it's organic hair, right? So the bristles, they're at the end of the day hair only, so you'll have to take care of it like they are, like you would take care of your own hair. You know, wash them properly, don't let it get dirty, like that. मेहुल इज अरुणाचल प्रदेश में कहाँ रहते हो भाई? अरुणाचल प्रदेश में इट्स अ स्मॉल टाउन नेम तेजू, यहाँ रहता हूँ मैं. Maria says, "Hi, me. I was thinking about it to pitch this idea to you." हाँ Maria, but I don't think I can pay you for this. I don't have the money to pay. I mean, ऐसा नहीं है कि हजारों लोग आके कमेंट कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर. And when it comes to Spider-Man, always exaggerate. Comics, especially superhero comics, should be should always be exaggerated. You know, the action, the angles, everything should be over the top. Just look at Daniel Warren Johnson's art. Look at what's his name? Mark Bagley's art. Very exaggerated yet fun. And always try to break down your characters in simpler, easily readable forms. Okay, so I have a character named Solaris. He's a Superman-like character, but he's not an alien like Superman, but a mutant, and I have a term for mutants, which is evolved generation. Interesting, dude. But I would say don't spill your concepts on a public forum like this. You never know. Even I might steal your ideas and create something of your own, of call it mine. So, don't discuss your ideas on a public forum like this unless you have them copyrighted already. अरे जी, मैं आपसे पैसे कैसे ले सकते? अच्छा, यूपीआई के थ्रू। और कैसे? विशाल says, तदम भाई, अपने बाहुबली द इटर्नल वॉर का ट्रेलर देखा? ट्रेलर तो नहीं देखा, बट मैंने क्लिप देखी है उसकी। आर्केन के मेकर्स उस पे काम कर रहे हैं, ये सुनने में आया है, तो काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग है। लेट्स सी। हम लेट्स सी कैसा आता है फाइनल प्रोडक्ट। आई मीन, अगर राजामौली जी डायरेक्ट कर रहे हैं, उसमें इन्वॉल्व हैं, तो फिर आई एम श्योर काफ़ी अच्छा आएगा। Don't worry, I have one more concept for this character. I'm not worrying, dude. You should worry. It's your character. It's your concept. I think there is a character called Solaris already, if I'm not wrong. Just make sure. The leg. It's a little messed up. So what I'll do is perks of drawing digitally, guys. And even this one, I'll just select it and take it a little bit up. Better. Suggest some good comics to read. Maria, read Saga. It's a very long series, but I think you'll enjoy it. Saga and Why the Last Man. Why the Last Man Saga. These two comics, I think all of you should read. There are 12 people watching the stream, so please, guys, kindly like the video. But this is a son, I guess, in DC, not a proper superhero character, or is it? I'm not sure, dude. I just know that I have heard that name before, so just guessing. Okay, time to add Spider-Man's costume now. Isoka, bro, you're so underrated. You deserve way more recognition. You should upload more videos. Yeah, man, but to upload videos, I need to make videos first, right? So I'm trying that. Let's see. Time is crucial. Hello, Puneet bhai. Quantumverse. So if you ever created a mutants like community in comics, what concept you will use to create a good team and an evil team? Hmm. I haven't really thought about that, dude. I'll have to give it a thought. So if we took X-Men comics as a base, can I flip the concept of Professor X being the good guy and Magneto a bad guy? Why not? You can, but I mean, you can do it, but people will always see it as a as something based on the X-Men. So if you don't want your stories to be called out like that, then maybe you could do something else as well, taking references from X-Men. Time to add the webbings. Sorry guys. ड्राइंग करते करते ना बोलते रहना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है मेरे लिए. What I'll do is मैं बीच बीच में थोड़ी थोड़ी देर में कमेंट्स देख लिया करूँगा और फिर उन पे हम बात करते रहेंगे. स्टफ। मेरे पास भी एक कॉन्सेप्ट है, वोल्डेमॉर्ट बना के उसमें नाक लगा दूं। दिस will make the other rolling on the floor. What do you say? Amazing concept. But I guess in India it's really hard to sell comics because जो target audience है उसमें से 80-90% को पता ही नहीं होता कि Indian comics publish भी होती है. That is true. And we are all, I mean, the publishers, the creators, everyone are dealing with that problem. हम सब कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि कैसे जो बुक्स प्रोड्यूस हो रही हैं उनको नए ऑडियंस तक लेके जाया जाए, क्योंकि देयर इज सम गुड वर्क बीइंग डन हियर मैन, पर लोगों को अनफॉर्चुनेटली ज़्यादा लोगों को पता नहीं है, तो मेक्स मी सैड. By the way, Mehul, do you read comic books regularly? Indian comic books? Or you are also new to this scene? अच्छा, अपने इंडिया में क्रिएटर ओन कॉमिक्स कंपनी है क्या, जस्ट लाइक इमेज कॉमिक्स, एंड वो इसको सीरियस काम भी नहीं समझते हैं, देयर माइंडसेट इज किड्स फॉर किड्स. No, we don't have Image Comics style publisher in India. The founder of Comic Con India has started this new publication called Foundation Comics, and they announced it just a few months back this year. So they want to do it Image Comics style, but I mean, they haven't announced any projects yet, so only they know what's going on. There's our Spidey. I'm kind of happy the way he looks. I'll be adding the shades and all later on. For now, let's just add the web he just swung on. Need to address this. नॉट रेगुलरली, बट हाँ राज कॉमिक्स पढ़ी है, स्पेशली नागराज इनोवा। लेटेस्ट आदि पर्व पढ़ी है। आदि पर्व के और 3 पार्ट्स आ चुके हैं, आदि पर्व, नाग पर्व, आरण्यक पर्व एंड हलाल पर्व। Even the last part was just announced a few days back, releasing on 7th of December. So it's one of the best comic books to come out from Raj Comics in recent times, of all time, I think. Not recent times. Now to draw the birds. There are 12 people watching, guys. If you haven't liked the video, please do it. Really helps with the reach. I'll keep repeating myself until all of you like it. Drawing is nothing but playing with shapes. The more interesting your shapes are, the better your drawing looks. Samuel is here. Is this for the upcoming Spider-Man comic or kind of? No, man. This is this is a sample thing that I'm doing only for this video. I mean, this video series, just to show you guys how I do it. My whole says, but I think it's time for Raj Comics to reboot the whole universe they have made. True. 9 like हो गई, बाकी लोग जल्दी से like कर दो. Thank you, Oxboo man. Dude, oh, please tell me your name. It's tough for me to pronounce. OSBKU. Or is that your real name? Samuel. Damn the silly view. The inking part would be time consuming. No, actually, the inking part will take me less time than it took me to draw it. Because then during inking, I can do it on autopilot, I don't really have to think much. But for drawing, I have to think a lot. That's why it's kind of tough for me to talk also while drawing. And it would have taken a little less time if I were doing it on paper, because then I won't be zooming in so much. Samuel, what do you do, by the way? Do you have a day job, or I saw that you teach people digital art? So is that all you do? Teach? or do you have a D job? Omkar, okay. Thanks, man. Madiha says, have you watched Arcane? I saw the first season. Second season, I watched it, but I mean, I saw the first 3 or 4 episodes. I somehow did not like it as much as I liked the first part, first season. And then I fell out of it. प्लीज़ बुरा भाई बुरा मत मानना बट मुझे इस कॉमिक बुक इंडस्ट्री इंटरेस्टेड है सो इसलिए इतने सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ नहीं भाई मैं बुरा क्यों मानूंगा वी आर हियर टू टॉक अबाउट कॉमिक्स एंड द आर्ट ऑफ कॉमिक बुक्स राइट सो बुरा क्यों मानूंगा ब्रो how was this past week any movies or books you read I read understanding comics as well I'm reading Dark Victory by Batman Dark Victory by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, the late great Tim Sale. I read one issue every day. It has 13 or 14 issues, I think, in it, or more than that. I don't know, some 350 pages or something. And I tried watching Loka Chapter 1. People liked it apparently a lot. I did not like it. I did not connect to it. I don't know why. And I saw K-pop Demon Hunters, and I liked it. Really enjoyed the songs. I think I will just make these birds a little smaller. Yeah. Yes, Madhya ji, almost there. Vidyash. By the way, Priya, which artist has inspired your version of Spidey most? Or you can also tell whose work you like the most. Uh, Wait, let me think. I think I really like Mark Bagley's work on Spider-Man. Uh, Stuart Immonen, Umberto Ramos, and who else? Yeah, those three, I guess. I don't necessarily follow their art styles. Maybe Stuart Immonen's a little, but Umberto Ramos and Mark Bagley, they're a little different than what I do. But I really, really admire their work. I like John Romita Jr.'s art as well on Spider-Man. मदिया कौन है वो आदमी जिसने एक लाइक नहीं किया हो गए अब देयर आर 12 लाइक्स हेलो रोहित भाई Samuel I do commissions teaching go on the local clothing brand yeah oh that's great man that's great um Sagnik says Raj Comic के संजय गुप्ता से कैसे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करें उनका नंबर नहीं मिल रहा और कोई कॉमिक बुक फ्रीलांसिंग कंपनी भी नहीं मिल रहा है भाई संजय गुप्ता जी अपना नंबर इधर उधर बांटते नहीं फिरते हैं कभी अगर मौका मिले तो किसी कॉमिक कॉन में चले जाना वहाँ पे वो रहते हैं अपना काम लेके और उनको दिखा देना अगर उनसे मिलना है तो आई मीन टू से बाकी उनके अलावा और कई पब्लिशर्स हैं जो जिनको अपना काम दिखा सकते हो ओके दिस बैकग्राउंड आई एम नॉट गोना पेंसिल इट आई मीन इट्स प्रिटी क्लीन सो मेरे को और काम करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है उस पर सो आई ओनली डू these characters. Oops. I'll make a separate folder for the BG. and reduce the opacity. Now I'll do the pencils for the characters. क्या बैटमैन इंस्पायर्ड कैरेक्टर एक सुपर सोल्जर हो सकता है जो एनिमी के मूव्स मिलियन टाइम्स प्रेडिक्ट कर ले एनिमी के मूव्स करने से हाँ क्यों नहीं हो सकता है बट देन अगर वो मिलियन टाइम्स प्रेडिक्ट कर ले ऑलरेडी फिर कैसे उसको लोग हराएंगे I want to do some freelancing. I don't need a lot of money. I only want to work on comic book. Bro, आप अपना काम पहले सुधारिए आपको काम ज़रूर मिल जाएगा. Samuel says, I'm currently drawing right now. Actually, I'm designing tarot cards at this moment. I'm watching your stream while drawing. Oh, cool, man. Tarot cards. Interesting. Must be fun. Omkar, send your portfolio. See? मांगा मिनी मांगा का जी आपको ऑलरेडी कोई इंटरेस्टेड आदमी मिल गया यहाँ पर क्वांटम वर्स आर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट बेन when there's John Romita Senior was phenomenal too. There was a certain charm about. Huh. John Romita Senior is one of the best Spider-Man artists. सबको सबको पसंद है उनका काम तो मेरा लाइक रह गया. And these publishers connect through email. Yes sir. Oh yes ma'am. You were the अब तो 10 लोग देख रहे हैं 14 लाइक्स हो गए हैं so yeah. Hey, I'm happy now. अब मैं लाइक्स की गुहार लगाना बंद करूंगा. मस्कुलर कैरेक्टर्स बनाने की इतनी आदत हो गई है ना इट्स टफ फॉर मी टू ड्रॉ लीन कैरेक्टर्स नाउ. So I'm forcing myself to draw a lean body here. always try to add some character to the web. मुझे भी मिलना है संजय गुप्ता सर से। रोहित भाई, आप कभी दिल्ली कॉमिक कॉन नहीं आए क्या? मैं भी आर्टिस्ट बनना चाहता हूँ। Don't kill me. Is there any comic book that can help someone to draw in a generic comic book style? Do let us know. Is there any book that can help someone? Hmm, can't think of any. I think, oh, How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. I think वो एक अच्छा शुरुआती वो है। लेटली मनु सर, दिलीप सर और लेटेस्ट में गौरव श्रीवास्तव जी का आर्टवर्क भी ऐसा ही है कि उनके यूनिवर्स में कोई लीन होता ही नहीं। ट्रू ट्रू ट्रू। पर वो एक्चुअली खामी है ना फिर। हमें एज एन आर्टिस्ट आई थिंक हर तरह की बॉडीज बनानी आनी चाहिए। लीन है क्या कोई कैरेक्टर, तो हमें लीन बनाना आना चाहिए। कोई मोटा है तो फिर हमें मोटा बनाना आना चाहिए। मस्कुलर है तो फिर मस्कुलर बनाना आना चाहिए। I think my camera just died. Did it? अब हम वेबकैम में बात करेंगे। There are 16 people watching now. Yay! Please guys, like कर दीजिए। ये छोटी छोटी खुशियाँ तो मुझे आगे बढ़ने को के लिए प्रेरित करती हैं। I think the issue of Resort magazine were a really good source if someone. हाँ, वो भी काफ़ी अच्छे थे। Nonetheless, hello. Omkar says, what are your thoughts? Does long comic book series work better or short limited series work better in India? Let's say both have great stories. I think shorter uh, stories work better just because it takes, I mean, it's tough to bring out comic books on a regular interval in India, because of sales and a lot of other factors. So it's always a good idea to, you know, keep your stories as short as possible without losing the essence. Just think a big company, publisher like Raj Comics, they had this like series that is taking them forever to complete. It's Sarvanayak. It started back in 2012, I think, and it's still not finished. 13 or 14 parts came out so far, and it's still ongoing, and we don't know how many parts it has. People forgot the story at one point of time. Even I, like, stopped following the story. So I think it's 2 or 3 parts max is what I feel. If you can, but just bring out a standalone comic book. Nonetheless, I'm good. How are you? मेहुल से जो अभी बैटमैन का कॉन्सेप्ट मैं बता रहा था, वो अभी याद आया कि डीसी कॉमिक्स की अथॉरिटी टीम में मिडनाइट नाम का कैरेक्टर है, पर वो गे है और अपोलो नाम के कैरेक्टर के साथ इन्वॉल्व है। ट्रू। नहीं, टीजी भाई कॉमिक कॉन रिटर्न नहीं कर पाए, वैसे भी इंडस्ट्री से दोबारा जुड़ना हुआ ही लेट। ओके, इस बार दिल्ली कॉमिक कॉन आने का ट्राई कीजिए। यूके से तो पास ही है दिल्ली। Noted. Short limited series. I wish somebody could shake our Indian comic book industry, and from there only we keep growing. I agree. I feel like if somebody comes with a lot of money, spends on good content, uh, proper distribution, and good marketing, and like truly makes comic books cool again, I think, because we don't have a shortage of readers. I feel there's this gap between the books and the readers. That gap needs to be filled, and that requires money. मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि हमारी जो 125 करोड़ की आबादी है, क्या उसमें से 1% लोग भी नहीं पढ़ते होंगे कॉमिक्स? तो अगर जो 1% पोटेंशियल रीडर्स हैं, कितने लाख हो रहे हैं, उनमें से 1 लाख भी अगर मिल जाए तो 1 लाख कॉपीज बिक गई, मतलब इंडिया के लिए रिकॉर्ड हो जाएगा वो। Samuel says, I have one question. When did you take interest in comics? Very early. I was returning from school back in third grade, and I saw a comic book hanging on a gift shop wall. So I was instantly enamored by that book, and I bought it and fell in love with comics, and here I am now. कोलकाता से पास कौन सा कॉमिक कॉन? कोलकाता में कॉमिक कॉन होता है मेरे भाई। अगले साल है कोलकाता कॉमिक कॉन, अप्रैल में। चेक कर लेना कॉमिक कॉन इंडिया की वेबसाइट पर। मैं भी आ रहा हूँ वहाँ पे। Sapphire, Vivek Bhai is here. I would love to meet you all comic book creators sometime, like an intern. Here you guys talk about the panels, watching you do the rough construction lines. That would be, I mean, someday I wish. I'm actually thinking of doing this uh, drink and draw type sessions online, Vivek Bhai. Like, I'll invite all my fellow creators and we will all be drawing together live. So once I'm done with these series, then I'll be doing it maybe once a month, would be very interesting. I'm 29 years old. Is this the right age to start from zero in comic book industry? There is no right age, man. Omkar says, will we ever have a monthly comic book issue system running? I hope. Fingers crossed, dude. दिलीप सर इंडिया के फास्ट कॉमिक बुक्स खोला है। हाँ जी, उनके वीडियोस ज़रूर देखें। Mukta, I've been getting intrigued by graphic novels. Any recommendations? Even from the people watching the live. Read this. Which one? Pride of Baghdad. You can start with this one. It's a great, great story with beautiful artwork. And problem is low attention span because of doom scrolling. True. And the cure for doom scrolling is reading. So I think parents should, I mean, force their children to read at this point. It's not an option now, it's necessary. let's just finish this page today, right, guys? I know we're way over the time frame that that I intend to take, but let's just get done with the pencils tonight. I want to start inking it. No more boring pencils. Yeah, won't take me much long though. Let's get down to business. Let's see. It's a sad reality. Everything is relevant according to trend and events that support that trend. Comic Con में ही चले जाओ and you can sell any accessory that is any random or self-made anime character. True. लोग एक एक घंटे रील स्क्रॉल कर लेंगे, कॉमिक्स नहीं पढ़ेंगे. True. Hello Dipanjan, looking forward to that session. Yes, me too. Nehru says, I guess there are 20 well-established comic book companies in India. I guess इनके पास marketing budget ही नहीं होता. True. दीपजॉय भाई को लाओ एक बार लाइव में. ज़रूर, एक बार नहीं बहुत बार लेकर आऊँगा. The 1% thing, absolutely. From what I've learned, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है kind of thing is true. Someone with money should come and market them. True. But still, collective effort is important. True. It's almost like we need to develop a comic book reading culture. Exactly. Don't say that, bhaiya, pencils are fun. I mean, everything is fun. But inking is fun, fun, fun. Triple X. I mean, 3X. Mehul says there is a superhero creator, big one named Super channeling. He lives in Delhi and he share a story that one day he goes to a comic book shop named Crossword. I don't remember the name. Okay. Omkar, I have sold 11 comic book in last 3-4 months self-published, but I'm not giving up. I love the story and it needs to be told. Also, first book, so lots of learning. Hmm. They said they don't sell Indian comic because no one came to their shop and inquired about Indian comics. Crossword. Okay. Crossword does carry, it's one of the biggest mm, bookstore chains in India. And they actually do keep some Indian comics. I don't know who told Super that Crossword doesn't have any Indian comics. That is wrong, actually. Or maybe the Crossword store that he went to doesn't have Indian comics. They usually keep some, you know. So, and good news, by the way, a comic book that I drew for Royal Enfield called MLG Never Outgunned is also available in Crossword bookstores. And fun fact, it is also an Indian comic book. Also, physical distribution takes a lot of time and effort and resources. That's why most of the Indian publishers, small time publishers, they don't bother distributing via these bookstores, you know. First thing is they don't care much about comics. They don't display them that well, you know. Let's draw Spidey now. आई मीन इंडिया में दुकान चला रहे हैं पर इंडियन कॉमिक्स नहीं रख सकते, बहुत पुरानी बात है, आज से 3-4 साल पहले की. आई थिंक दे डू कीप मैन. वो जिस बुक स्टोर पे गया होगा वहाँ पर नहीं होंगी, ये हो सकता है. बट दिल्ली में मैं जिस भी क्रॉसवर्ड में गया हूँ, दे हैड सम इंडियन कॉमिक्स. और ये बुक स्टोर्स में काम करने वाले जो लोग होते हैं यूजुअली हमारे देश के बुक स्टोर्स में, दे most of them they don't give a shit about books, you know, they don't read, so उनको उतना पता भी नहीं होता. बहुत ही रेयर होगा कि आप किसी बुक स्टोर में गए एंड द people working there, they themselves are well read and, you know, knowledgeable about books. बट भाई मार्वल डीसी 1500 1600 से स्टार्ट होती है क्रॉस बुक्स की आफ्टर सेल सर्विस खराब है ओके It's time to become Indian comic book influencer. On the serious note, I want to do that. Coming in front of cam is a yeah. I mean, me doing these live streams and talking to you all, and trying to build a community is that only. I'm trying to bring together the people who read Indian comics together to form a community where we grow, support, and grow creators, and you know, uh, promote reading culture and all. So, this is my humble effort. Let's see where it goes. I'll be talking about books as well, very soon. Finally, it's Spidey time. Yes, Samuel. During my order for Never Outgone, I added MLG merchandise also, which were not delivered to me. रोहित भाई प्लीज टॉक टू देम ऐसा ना हुआ है एक दो लोगों के साथ जो भानु प्रताप जी हैं सब कुछ सिंह उनके साथ भी हुआ था आई थिंक एंड देन ही गॉट इन टच विद द crossword people and then they sorted it out I think. Now we draw Spidey. I know this design of Spider-Man quite well, but still I open a reference image of Spider-Man's character design whenever I'm drawing him, just so that I don't have to think about it actively while drawing, less mental pressure. I don't think these webs will show up in the final book if this page ever sees print. So I'm not gonna care about these webs much. I think the head could be a little smaller. Yes. Let's do the buildings now. I have to erase this. Yep, almost there, people. Just bear with me for a few more minutes. putting both of these in a single folder. You're doing great. I noticed that from the very beginning that you are trying to build a community. Yeah, man. I suggest you create Discord server and let's hand out, hang out in that server. Okay, I never really understood how Discord works. I need to figure it out. Mm, But when it comes to content creation and superheroes, you have to start with Western superhero comics. And when you get enough audience, then you can talk about Indian comics and superheroes, right? Well, I don't understand the content creation game, so I'm not the best person to advise on that, I guess. But being an Indian, how you draw New York when you have no idea about the locality? Google. I will talk about books which are more than Western superheroes. India has rich, entertaining stories. True. Google. Have you guys heard about Google Earth? It's a service by Google which basically lets you view real life images of any city in different from different angles. Like you can view 3D models, you can go and view pictures of the streets and all. It's fun. Try using that when I need to see a specific location from different angles. I use that. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that well in India for Indian locations, I mean to say, but for American and European locations, it's great. And now for our final panel, we go to this guy. I created a Discord art server and we used to hang out with all the local artists and we do art collabs and it's fun. I'll try to do that. Chill. You want to become writer or I'll remind you all again, guys. Please, if you haven't liked the stream yet, please like it. Helps me reach more people. I don't care much about these close-ups, by the way. I mean, I can draw them quite easily. So I don't have to think much when I'm drawing faces. I'm gonna make him shout. Yay, we are almost done, guys. I'll just be uh, adding the blacks, like shades, which is always fun for me to figure out which part to black out, which part to keep visible and all of that, you know. That's where the page really takes shape. Yeah. Now I'll just go on top of all these layers, create a new layer, put it in multiply mode, lower the opacity a bit, choose a different brush. There's a watercolor brush, by the way. Let me put one layer here actually, and I'll just use white color to hide this border. Now I have this layer between panel 2 and above panel 1, below panel 2 and above panel 1, so it's just hiding the panel border. I'm not doing anything to panel 2, so I will call it white opaque and lock that layer so that I don't accidentally delete it. Let's see the comments. Oh, you guys are talking among yourselves. Cool. It's night time, so I think I will just blacken this out, The top part of the buildings will be all black. And maybe this side as well. I will blacken out, make some of these buildings around the Empire State Building black so that, you know, I have a clear contrast. The Empire State Building will be fairly white, so there's a stark contrast between the other buildings and the Empire State Building. These will be black as well. Yeah, that's our panel 1. And we go to panel 2 now. What are your thoughts on color versus black and white comics for Indian audience? I think it should be a decision made based on the story, the kind of story you are telling. You know, if it's a noir, then black and white makes sense. But then again, black and white comics are not very like well accepted yet in among Indian audiences. So be very careful and, like, you know, give it a proper thought if the story really demands black and white art or not. If it does, then by all means go ahead, but don't do it just as a gimmick or to cut costs, you know. What are your thoughts? Another city scene been waiting for this. Then why can we use gods of different cultures in our superhero comics? Why not? Just make sure that you are being respectful. People tend to get hurt very easily when it comes to gods. But still, I would say, like, steer away from mythology and all. Mythology has been almost done to death, you know. every other IP that Indians are creating is based on mythology. Just look at all the recent films, Kalki and Hanuman and what Mahakali and all of that. All of them are supposedly superhero stories, but all are based in mythology only. It's like Greek people are only doing like making superheroes out of their mythology, out of Zeus and Hercules and all. And it's like, uh, I mean, mythology could be interesting, but when there is so much of it coming your way, I think then it people kind of need to take a break. Make his face black. Oops. And I don't know if you get an idea of a new character and story, what do you do then? I write it down and try to develop it. I try talking about it with fellow creators and ask their opinion to know if it really has any meat in it. So if not gods, then what to do? Like supernatural, cursed people, magical elements, scientific. You're a, you're a writer, dude. It's your job to come up with that, you know. That is why you'll get paid. And I'm not the, I mean, I have no experience as a writer, so I'm not the best person to talk about. I mean, you know, take writing advice from. I will bring on my writer friends to this channel sometime soon once we are done with this series of videos. And then you all can ask them, you know, all your queries about writing and developing characters. My friend Bijoy is really good with all of that stuff. I'll bring him here soon. Then you all can talk about writing and developing characters and stories with him. There's something like this in his suit. Some shell-like, scale-like thing. So we have a big chunk of black on the gray goblin, so I'll try to avoid using any blacks on here. Yeah. So wrong side. Lots of black. And we are done with the pencils, guys. This is how it looks. Let me see now. So go to myself only and read the comments now. अल्फ़ा की नर्सिंग वरा विनायक भी वहीं से उठे हैं। हाँ जी, अल्फ़ा में काफ़ी मिथोलॉजिकल कैरेक्टर्स कर रहे हैं वो लोग। AI Mahabharata is happening with, my God, don't talk about that, yeah. What? A lot of movies are using generative AI. Yeah, man, it's very ugly. But Rohit and Omkar, bhai, it's all Hindu mythology. I'm talking about other mythologies like Norse. I mean, you can mix and match, but mythology has been done to death. So be very careful about. If you have a strong character, strong idea, then only go for it. Vindhyar says, well, even the American superheroes are kind of modern gods and they also take inspiration from numerous mythology, but the only difference is how you present it. I partly agree with that, but I mean, you see how many American superhero characters are like inspired from gods. There's Thor, I can think of Thor. There's Hercules. Who else? Omkar, I was talking about your stuff. I'm talking in general. Actually, read a lot of books before. Omkar, why did you put shades at this stage? So that I can, I have a easier time to, put down the blacks when I'm inking. I need to know the shades, right? When I'm gonna black out, when I'm gonna leave out, or leave it white, and all of that. So, hello, Marshall. Vinder says, by the way, Via, do you plan to color this one as well? And yeah, the AI Mahabharata of is just the trailer made me nauseous. Yes, I plan to color it as well. If you guys are still, I mean, interested enough to watch me color it, otherwise I'll leave it at inks. I sent some work. Where did you send it? Did you DM it to me? Mini mangaka. Dude, you know what? I'll review your work when I'm doing my next portfolio review. For now, all I can say is work on your basics, anatomy, perspective, shading, even the quality of your lines, work on those things. We should collectively ban Geo. Yeah, man. I mean, again, these big companies, right? They have become too big than that. Even if we ban like Geo, we can't ban everything that they are associated with, or everything that they're selling, right? So there's no point. All we can do is maybe not give a shit, not talk about that AI Mahabharata and not watch it and all of that. If they don't get enough views, I mean, it doesn't make any sense for them to continue with that, right? When there's, I mean, the basic idea of a superhero is kind of what we see in gods. One who is morally correct, is an inspiration for people, lives like a human, like the avatars, and strong but never abuses power. Mm, yeah, when you put it like that, I guess yes, but I would be, I mean, I don't think every creator who creates a superhero is thinking about gods. I think it's just about fantasy. We all aspire to be better people, I think, stronger, better people, and it arises from there. Maybe for some people it does, like uh, the inspiration for the superheroes does come from gods, but I don't think it's the same case for everyone. Thank you for being here and supporting my work, Omkar. I'll keep doing this as much as I can. बाय. अरे मैं जॉब करता हूँ जियो में. क्यों मेरी नौकरी खाना चाह रहे? कब रिजाइन करोगे? Yeah. So, okay, guys. I think this is it. We have been here for 2 hours straight. I salute your patience, and thank you so much for being here in the chat, everybody, and making it so lively and full of interesting, thought-provoking discussions. I'll see you all next Saturday, and next Saturday we'll be inking it, so I'm quite excited for that. And what else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I think we'll just leave it here, and I will see you all next week. Till then, take care and mm, drink plenty of water and read plenty of good comics and create plenty of good art, stories, and let's keep this passion alive, right? Yeah, thank you so much once again, guys. Have a good night. Bye bye.